Hello, Tim Johnson here again. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Again, highly recommend you get the demo or get the game entirely. Still in beta, but it's still awesome. Here we are on my orbit. If we want to go really fast, I can just speed this up. And, oh, ship is under acceleration. Hello, what? Ship should not be under, oh, I see, because we're descending in our orbit here. Anyways, there we are. So if I speed it up to, don't show me that again, 3, 4, 5, geez. Okay, I see. It's because we're so close to the planet. That's why. It's not letting us go very fast. So we can go time warp 4 times. When you're basically going to other planets, you can actually speed it up to thousands of times so that you can get there really fast. So it's really nice that way. Here we are moving around. What I'm going to do here is show you maneuvers. So we're going to take it back down to warp 1 in regular time. If you're, again, anything like me, I don't really want to do all of the calculations needed to figure out how to change course and everything. Obviously, well, or maybe not obviously to you. Here's the moon. Here we are, and we can see if we zoom out here, the moon is rotating. Is basically go around in a perfect circle around Kerbal. I am not going in the same direction. I'm going in a perpendicular orbit. So if I wanted to, which would be fine if the moon were, say, up there, I could just shoot that way, which would be really easy. But it's not, so it's over there. So I got to change this orbit a little bit. Well, Kerbal Space Program makes it very, very easy to do. So what I can do is I can change my orbit relative to a certain position. So let's say I am here and I'm like, you know what, I want to get get into an orbit that is more in line with the moon, right? The moon is basically, I mean, this is real handy. Everything's kind of simplistic when it comes to the orbits and so forth, but it's intersecting right in the middle of my fine planet here. So I find the middle, and then it's right about there. I click on it, and I go add maneuver. Now this, I added a maneuver. I'm going to erase that. Add maneuver. I'm like, you know what I want to do? I want to turn I want to turn it. I just want to turn it, you know? That's all I want to do. I just want to turn it a little bit. So this is basically telling me if you burn for a very, very, very long time, that's fine, and you're going to go off in that direction. You know, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm a layman. I don't know what is easy and what's not. So let's do it like this. Let's take a small maneuver. Okay, again, we're going to go at the center. And here's where it starts to break down. Right about there. Okay, so changing my orbit here shoots me out a little bit further there. Don't like that. Don't like that. So what if I didn't burn as much? What if I didn't burn quite as much? Then I'm 150,000 miles away on that one, and 64. Now that's, so I also want to be, I want to be so far away. 120, that's good. And but you can make these adjustments, and you can put in this is a oh shoot, I erased it. Nuts. So I have to put that in again. But you can add these course corrections, these maneuvers, excuse me, and see, am I going 1 times? Yeah. going to add the maneuver and, whoops, wrong way. And we're going to go like that. Oh, I got the maneuver on the other side. Interesting. That's never happened to me before. Something is going on. What is happening to me here? Something is going on that my periapsis and apoapsis, that's not good. That's not really that good. We are going to burn here a little bit. Because I'm only 48 kilometers only. So I'm turning myself over and I am going to make this, lock that in and burn like a banshee so that we don't lose. That's good. Hit X, stops. Okay, that's going to put me a little bit further away. Fine. In the tutorials, you're like 200,000 kilometers away. I'm not used to dealing with under, say, 150,000 kilometers. So, 150, excuse me. So, you know, that may be a big orbit. I don't know. I'm sure people are out there going, well, you know, the amount of fuel you're consuming is way, way too high. You know what I say to that? You say, just eat my landing gear. That's what I say to that. Because I'm having fun. So, anyways, again, I'm going to try to change my orbit here. I'm sure there is some technical term for changing this orbit, you know, this maneuver, but whatever. So I'm just going to go like this and move it. And then here's the cool thing. I'm going to come along to this side and I'm going to move it some more. And you can do that and you can add different maneuvers in. See, I'm going to, whoops. Let's see, and you know, and then I can do little corrections here because I'm like, well, that's getting me really far away from the Earth, from Kerbal, excuse me. So I'm going to adjust that a little bit. But boy, that still gets me, well, 190, 108, okay. But check it out. So now I've got these two maneuvers. I've got the yellow one, the gold one, and I've got the purple one. So I'm like, well, that's fantastic, Tim, but what do you do? Well, it shows me what to do. I turn off my SAS, and I am going to, look at that. That's where I need to be pointing at for my next maneuver. So I'm going to come up here. Going to get right on the ball there and lock it in. I'm going to speed up time a little bit, and in the lower right hand corner it tells you, or the lower portion of your screen, it tells you node in T minus just under 4 minutes. So that's the highest time warp. Yeah, I definitely need to get further away here because I think if you're under 200 kilometers away, it doesn't let you time warp because you know you might crash. So it doesn't want that to happen. So we're coming up on 2 minutes, just under 3 minutes. Maneuver, and this is where we need to be for the maneuver. So I'm gonna correct that a little bit. SAS does do its thing, so you got to take that off and get on the ball again. And it shows me, because I don't like to do these things, these calculations of, you see, I'm not going in this I'm not burning into where I'm moving. I'm burning slightly away. So we're going to slow down time again for this. I'm going to actually go to, as you can see, I'm going to take my landing gear and raise that. Now again, I'm moving, you know, relative to the camera, I'm moving to the right, but I'm going to be burning that way. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's going to be 20-second burn. And this is changing our angle here. 10, 9, tells you how long to do it. 7, 6. I'm going to do X when it gets down there, and then that's going to 2, 1, 0. There we go. Pretty nice. Erase that one. And then I'm going to wait. And I'm going to wait. Because I am starting to get higher and higher. So now you can see I'm no longer just straight north-south. I've changed my orbit. And you do that in increments. And I'm sure that there's a way to do it very, very efficiently as far as doing it at the periapsis or apoapsis or whatever the middle ground is, but I don't know. Oh, now we're far enough away I can time warp up. Okay, cool. That's nice. That's very handy. So here we come. And, you know, I don't like how close we are on this side. So I'm going to do something I have never done before. I'm going to mess with a maneuver by burning at the high point. Okay, so we're going to turn, whoops, wrong way. We're going to turn into my vector there, velocity, and turn that on. Of course, that's going to change, but whatever. Again, because velocity is in our orbit, it's not, there's no aerodynamics, so it doesn't keep me pointing in the right direction. I'm going to be pointing wherever I was pointing before. Okay, I'm going to make this correction then. Go here. There we go. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. And now that's better. 150 kilometers. That's fantastic. Plus, we kind of match up with where we were, you know, that new burn. Okay, so we are going to add a maneuver here. So I have to find the nice blue targeting. There it is. And again, when you're steering in space, for every action, you need to have an equal and opposite reaction because air doesn't do that for you like it does here on the planet. So you have to remember, if you hit D, you're going to have to hit A to compensate, and so on and so forth. W and S, you have to play well together. So we are moving along just fine. And 1 minute, 30 seconds, 20. All right, and I'm kind of a precision person when it comes to this stuff, just because that's how I would do it if I were an astronaut. I would do it on time and perfectly, doggone it, because I do not want to zero. And we're going to do this. And again, it's telling me I'm burning for over 30 seconds, which I'm sure is not the most best time to do that, but you know, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, doggone it. Let's see our fuel burning through it. Yep, not going to have much fuel left over for anything else. I think we're going to be out. I might get this burn all done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. There we go. Very little fuel left. But that basically shows you, again, how to, because again, I had a north-south orbit. Now I have a off-kilter orbit. So that's it. This is Tim Johnson. Thank you for watching. Please get Kerbal Space Program. I highly recommend it. Fly safe.